Hey guys, welcome to Solo Dolo Sports Facebook page, Solo Dolo Sports channel on YouTube. Here with the Vancouver Wild. Thought I'd get it out of the way. I'm watching the play-in tournament. Just watched the Hawks beat the Cleveland Cavaliers with Darius Garland, who's definitely a player I'm liking because he's part of he's a big part of this series. And him not make it to the playoffs. And as I'm going to tell y'all the bad news here right now, Vancouver Wild will be out of the playoffs. It'll be the first time we haven't made the playoffs since our expansion season, and that's been like 4 seasons. 38-43 right now. Have a chance to go 39-43. That's obviously not good enough to make the playoffs. We were close, but it's just things sort of turned, man. It just sort of turned. Let's see where we at. Things sort of turned. You look at it, I think we did the Milwaukee game where he lost by a point when Karl Anthony Towns drained a shot from almost the 3-point line and beat us. We lost to the Spurs, which they were under 500, so I don't know how we did that. Of course, we're under 500, so that doesn't mean anything. We beat Washington Wizards, so I had some hope. We lost to Cleveland. I don't think Cleveland's a playoff team. We lost to Golden State. We beat Golden State. Golden State's not a playoff team in this series. They lost a lot of players. Still got Steph Curry, though, but he's older. But you see all the losses. Lost to the Nuggets, Jazz, Hornets, Jazz again. Lost to the Rockets. We did beat the Suns. We beat OKC, but OKC's not that good. Then we lose to OKC. Lose to Cleveland. Lose to the Hawks. Beat the Barons, but everybody's been beating the Barons, and we barely beat them. And then we lose to the Barons, and that's why we're here. We just lost too many games. We just lost way too many games. The injuries, I could say pretty much injuries sort of ruined our season. Willie Cauley-Stein got out in the last week or so. So when we were trying to make our playoff push, one of our best players, Willie Cauley-Stein's out. Got to see about probably bringing him back next year. I don't know. He's turning 30. Don't know if I'll bring him back. He had a good season, though. Helped us almost. And the reason we're not in the playoffs has nothing to do with Willie Cauley-Stein. Willie Cauley-Stein did what he needed to do. He was one of the reasons why we made the run that we did. But if you look at the salary cap, Marcus Smart is back for next year. Adams is back for next year and another year, but I might look to trade him to see what I can get on the market for him. Because honestly, the contract is kind of expensive and I kind of want out of it, but I don't know if anyone will make that deal with me. His overalls are going down too as he's aging. Michael Gilchrist's contract is over. Don't have to worry about it next year. That contract is done, thank God. See about we'll bring Willie Cauley-Stein back, probably won't. Schroeder is good till next year, so we've got Schroeder for another year. Jordan Bell, his contract, he's going to want a contract. Jordan Bell, Hernan Gomez, he's going to want a contract. Should I give it to him? Evans will be due for a contract. Jerry Grant will be up for a contract. And if he wants, and believe me, I'll bring him back, but he's 30, so he's going to regress. And of course, the big one's being Garland. We had to bring Garland back. If I don't bring Garland back, the series is over. I got to have Garland back. Biombo's 30. He probably won't be back. Lawson's on his rookie deal, so he's good. Stevens doesn't really matter. He's 32 years old. Myers on his rookie deal. Schofield, I can keep him or take him or leave him. We can bring back Terry. But it put us $2 million in the green. And I don't know. I traded Clarkson to the Pittsburgh Force, but I think it's saying trade X. So I think what that means is that I'm paying for Clarkson's contract out in Pittsburgh. I think that's what that means. Unless they re-up it and they pay him. So that's our financial situation right now. I did change our system because Willie Cauley-Stein's not there no more, so it's just Adams now. Move Biombo to the center position for the last and final game. I would play all backups, but we might as well get a game in. I was going to look at we can look at the playoff picture. Dallas, of course, are the number 1 seed. Look like they're of course going to keep that. Sacramento is 2. Houston, Phoenix, Clippers, Utah, Minnesota. Oh God, I hate Minnesota. Denver at 8. Los Angeles Lakers may not make it, and they don't have to play in this game. It's 2K20, so the play-in doesn't exist. The Lakers are likely out. Portland's likely out, and of course we're out. San Antonio's out. San Diego's out, even though they started this. San Diego started the season real good, but it just didn't matter. Grizzlies are out. Pelicans, Thunder, Golden State. It's got the worst record in the West. Look over at the East. Pittsburgh. Wow, and that's a story. Pittsburgh Force is number 1 seed in the East. Atlanta, Brooklyn, Boston, Charlotte, New York, Cleveland, and I think the Pacers are. And I think that's up for debate. The Pacers are not exactly in yet. The Raptors are on the cusp. They could probably make it. Philadelphia could probably make it. Detroit's probably going to be out. Heat are out. The Bucks are out. The Bulls are out. And Orlando's out. Barons are out. Wizards are out. And that's it. So actually, the Golden State had the worst record in the league. How you like that? If only that were true. If only that were true. I don't really like that team. Of course, you look at last year's standings. We were like a 6th seed last year. So it's a fall from grace a little bit. It's definitely a fall from grace from last year. Our lottery odds. I can check that out real quick. And they have us picking at 13 because we got original team, pick team. Oh, we traded with Portland. Oh, I don't think we got good draft capital. Where can I look at my picks anyway? Should I be able to look at my picks somewhere? You can look at the mock. Oh, they have us at 5. The mock draft does. Team, original. Oh, we did do a thing with the Wizards, did we? Did we do a thing with the Wizards? We might have. I don't know. 2K. Yeah, we keep being at 5. That's the mock draft. Hey, it might be. I think we did because we did a lot of trading. Reports. Okay. I hate when you have to look for stuff and you can't find it. Crazy. Can I get it from the roster? The roster's not going to tell me what draft picks I've got. It's not like the Madden thing. It's not going to tell me. It's not going to tell me. I hate that. Let's go to team stats. Games. What do we do? This tells you what we need to know. I want to get to this screen. Of course, our first season, we went 32-50. We didn't make the playoffs. Last 2 years, playoffs. 48 games won in the second year of the franchise. 48 games, 44 games in the third year of the franchise, and now 38 games or 39 games or whatever it's going to be. What do we do? Okay, you look at winning percentage, of course, is down. We're back to not being very well. Field goals made per game, actually down from last year. Field goals attempted about similar to last year. Field goal percentage was better last year. Three-pointers made per game went up, so that's good. Three-pointers attempted compared to last year were down. Three-pointer percentage was up. Free throws made per game were up. Free throws attempted were up. Free throw percentage was down though. We didn't make them. Offensive rebounds went up by 1. Offensive rebound percentage, defensive rebounds per game is a little bit down. Rebounds per game, about the same. Assists per game was up a little. Steals per game went up dramatically, went really well. Blocks per game was up, even with, and that's without Montrezl Harrell. Turnovers per game were up. We turned the ball over too much. Personal fouls, yep, and that's what I was worried about. Our personal fouling went up. So we kept fouling a lot, and yeah, it's up. Points per game, we actually did we did a little bit better points per game, but it's about the same as last year. Opponents' points per game, opponents scored more on us. Points off turnovers was down. Second chance points was down from last year. Points in paint, that went down. We had 53 points in the paint that year. First year I got Steven Adams and everybody when I changed the team and made it an elite, a pretty damn good playoff team. We were an inside out team, and it showed. 53 points in the paint. We're down to 39 right now. The bench did better. The bench did good, but compared to the second year, yeah, it's down dramatically. Even the bench did better. The bench did better in the first season than it did this season. Bench points percentage is up. Points off turnovers is down from last year. Second chance points is down from last year. Look at that second chance points back in the second season. Points in the paint, down from last year, of course. We don't get and bench points. Bench points is up, but not like it was back in the second season. Possessions, we got fewer possessions than last year. And all this other stuff. I like to go back through here and just look at this stuff because it kind of because it breaks down the season. It lets you know why this season was not as good as it was. Why this season wasn't as good as we weren't as good as we were the last 2 previous seasons. And that's the story of the team. Right now, look at everybody right now. Darius Garland. Have to bring him back. Give him whatever he wants. That's going to be the future of the franchise. I don't bring Garland back, the series is over. Can't have this series go without Garland. He's the attraction. You look at the seasons he's had, points per game is up. So he's scoring more points per game. The rebounds are up. Had more assists last year. 3-point shooting is up with him. He makes his free throws. He is definitely the guy. Definitely need to bring him back. He scored more points this year than I mean, you look at the second year, 915 points. He's like triple that. Rebounds are up. Assists are up. You know, he had more assists last year. Steals are about similar. He didn't turn the ball. Oh, yeah, he did. He had a lot of turnovers. But he's getting the ball more. So he's having to do a lot. Field goals made is up. Field goals attempted. He's attempted more shots. He's a three-point shooter now. He's a three-point shooter. He's definitely my man. You know, I believe in him, and I think we need him back if the team's going to take it back to getting back into the Western Conference Finals, or even going further. I think we can make the finals. If I can get some people and get some depth, and we can stay healthy, I think the team is going to be pretty good. Dennis Schroeder, of course, can't say no more of what he did. He definitely brought scoring. He sort of helps. If Garland's off, you got Schroeder. So, good thing we have Schroeder back for next year. But you definitely want both of them. Marcus Smart, of course, he's not the scorer, but he can score, but he's more of my defensive guy. Rebounds, assists, that kind of thing. He gives you the tough points. I think I'll be definitely having him back next year. We have him at a $30 million price tag. After next year, that contract's over. But I still think we can do something with him and make a run. Jordan Bell, don't know if I bring him back next year. It's going to be debatable. Steven Adams could look to trade him if I want extra cash, but will anyone take that contract? And can we get someone else that can replace him? I don't know if we can. Jerry Grant's turning 30. Most likely won't bring him back, but for just a backup point guard, I think he's worth it. Juan Hernan-Gomez sort of disappointed, but I do think he can add something to the team, so I might try to bring him back. Don't know. Bismarck Biyombo. Biyombo is just a great rebounder, man. He averages 5.6 rebounds a game. You definitely want that guy just to give you those rebounds. And he does that, and I don't think he's going to get worse. I think he'll be all right as far as rebounding. Might bring him back. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, I'm thanking God that this contract is done. He does some good things, though. He hasn't been a total bust, and he's helped my team get to the playoffs 2 times. But I think we paid way too much for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and we need to move on from that contract. Tyrone Maya, everybody wanted me to trade him. Everybody was asking about him. I'm going to keep him, even though his personality is unpredictable. Is that what they're saying about him? I just think he's worth keeping. I think he's and he's on his rookie deal. Why would you get rid of a guy that's on his rookie deal that's going to improve? He's going to get better. I think he'll get better with the team that's around him. So we'll just have to see. Jacob Evans, I brought him back, and I'm glad I did. He didn't do for me what he did, of course, last season. The guy was a beast. 13 points per game, man. He's down dramatically. And he doesn't get that many minutes, of course. He's more of a bench player now. But I like Jacob Evans, but I don't think we bring him back because he's just... Last year, he was the man. But he's just not... He's just getting, I don't know. He just never, it's like he reached a ceiling and he can't get over it. John Lawson's, of course, on his rookie deal. So we don't have to worry about him. He does some good things. DJ Stevens, likely going to not be back. Just depth, but just not, I need more depth. And, of course, we got Willie Cauley-Stein. Really did a good job for me, man. Averages 9 rebounds a game, 14 points per game. He did his thing. He bounced back because when he was Phoenix, he only had 3 points per game. and he wasn't rebounding and doing all this crazy, but he came into my team and balled out, which kind of makes you want to keep him. But he's going to turn 30. You got to wonder, is he going to get better or is he going to get worse? And of course, Admiral Schofield, just got him basically because I just wanted Admiral Schofield. I'm like, ooh, Admiral Schofield, Tennessee. Okay, I'll sign him. Likely won't be back. But that's my main concern right there is Garland. That is my main concern in there. Right now, we got Garland hot, Schroeder's hot. Well, I put him back in the starting lineup. Cianaz will play as starting center because Stein's out. Move Biombo to center, which I really liked him at power forward. If he was a power forward, his rating would be up, like 78, 79. That's why I'm looking to bring him back. He's a great power forward. He's a great power forward. And I didn't really do much to this thing, and maybe I should have went through it a little bit more, the playbook, and try to, but if I find a setting and I'm getting pretty good results, I try to stick with it. I go here and I change who's going to be our scoring guy, and that's what I focus on. And so I just find something that works and I stick with it. But we have nothing to play for. We're out of the playoffs. We're out of the playoffs, so thought we'd just get into a little game. And we could see someone we used to have. Jesse Dean, of course, plays for Orlando. Orlando's not in the playoffs, so we'll be down in Orlando. Willie Cauley-Stein, I'm going to leave rotation as it is. No use playing him. Our season is over. And I just want to move on. Okay. Yeah, it looks weird. Let's go with it. Weird uniform choices. Let's go for it. Of course, we're not going to go too crazy. Not going to make this video longer than what it was, but I thought I'd just do an introduction on just, the stats and what's going on and what players, what's my strategy going into the off season. I don't look to do the off season in a hurry. In fact, I'm going to take a long time off this series. There's a series I want to work on. They're like the Demontre James series. I want to, do some with MLB baseball with the show, and I do want to bring the Supercharger back. So I'm kind of focused in on that kind of stuff right now, and not the Wild.
We're live, the home of the Magic, the Amway Center in beautiful Orlando, Florida. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. Chris Weber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. You look at Vancouver.
And they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Well, it's just as much motivation on the other side of the equation. No team likes getting swept either. I mean, whether it's against your biggest rival or a team you already know.
Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup.
All right.
They've got Garland. Bell is out there with Marcus Smart. And then there's Steven Adams and Schroeder in at the 2 guard. And Brogdon's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Shamet the pass to Edwards. In the corner, Bamba with it. Brogdon outside. Pass to Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Love. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I love his experience at finishing through getting hit a
Got the TV. Yeah, I never seen this court before. It's very interesting. And the crazy part is Orlando actually has talent. I mean, they got Brogdon, they got Kevin Love. They got a lot of good players. How come they didn't make the playoffs? I don't even know how we didn't make. I kind of know how we didn't make the playoffs. I know why we didn't make the playoffs. We didn't make the playoffs because we just got injured too much. And then we had that early part of the season where we really struggled. I mean, really struggled. There we go. There's Garland.
Tries to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Bell with the block.
Gotta respect the competitive nature of Bell. Terrific at playing with energy on defense and swatting shots away.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Garland. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, perfect timing there.
Yeah, it was funny because I sort of saw Garland. I saw Garland with the Cleveland Cavs during that play-in game. They lost. Yeah, I tried to go in and edit his hair because I know his hair don't look like that anymore. And of course, there was no way I could do it. That was kind of disappointing. It's like 2K gives you so much to work with. It's almost like even if this game is old now, and I still get new stuff out of it. It kind of reminds me. That's ferocious defense. It kind of reminds me of. Oh, there goes Bamba. It kind of reminds me of NCAA Football 14. It's like, it's a game, if they didn't release another game and I just played 2K20, I would still get a lot out of it. So, and that's one thing you can say about a good game. If you can still play an older game and still get a lot out of it, then, you know, that's a great game. If you have a game where it's like, it's crap, like a Madden 19 or Madden 18, crappy games, you know. Madden 21, you know, crappy games. It's hard to get anything out of it. Adams, what the hell? But my whole thing about, I don't know, I kind of feel burnt out right now as far as sports gaming. And I'm like, well, I need to get on some new series, man. I mean, I did the Wild, of course. The Wild's always good. Even when we didn't make the playoffs, it's exciting to watch and put together a team and see if you can get them to the playoffs and have success. And I enjoy the series. I really enjoy this series. The fact that I was able to get a team in Vancouver and put a roster together that did make the playoffs and did make the Western Conference Finals. That was exciting. I still enjoy it, and I still enjoy the series. I want it back. I just need a break. I need to focus on some other series that I kind of been wanting to do, like the show. I want to do stuff with the show. I want to, of course, you know, get DeMontre James with Madden 22. I want to get it going and get like further in the seasons and start really putting in work on that series to get it where I want it to go. Good nice 3 by Garland. Get that going. But my most important thing I want to do, because I don't want to wait till college football season starts. I don't want to do that again. I want to get back to Supercharger football. Y'all know, anyone who's been on my Facebook page for a while and seen it knows that it's like my bread and butter series. It's the series I get excited about. Is college football. You know, I love college football. You know, and I especially like NCAA Football 14. And I've been doing the Supercharger since 2017. It's been one of my favorite. It's my favorite series. because when you think about it with Madden, I no longer really play Madden. I put teams together and watch the results, you know, because the gameplay and with the sliders and all that stuff is sort of messed up, and I hate having to mess with sliders all the time. So with Madden, I have to just put together the team and just watch it. Well, with NCAA Football 14, I'm playing. I mean, I'm doing playbooks. I'm saying who belongs in what formation sub. I'm doing all sorts of stuff. I'm taking I'm putting up all the graphics. I'm putting the graphics up on my page. And putting together the out of conference schedule and Adams. Woo! Good rebound by Adams. Should I trade Adams, or should I not trade Adams? I mean, I think it's a question. It's a legitimate question to ask. Yeah, should I have played Willie Cauley-Stein? I don't know. I don't think it matters. I think my mind is made up on Willie Cauley-Stein. I don't think he's coming. I don't think I'm bringing him back. But anything could happen. I mean, if I lose Adams, or if I trade Adams, I had to have somebody. They even have Spencer Dinwiddie. I got Spencer Dinwiddie, you're not in the playoffs. And that Orlando team is pretty loaded. They're pretty good. They're going to do subs. Yambo's going to come in for Adams. I kind of wish, that's the only reason why I kind of wish I put Willie Cauley-Stein back in. So I can move Biombo to the power forward position. As it rains outside my house, hopefully it doesn't knock the power out. Knocks the power out, we're kind of screwed. It's raining pretty hard. Go ahead, Bamba, man. You can't stop this guy. But yeah, I want to get back to Supercharger. I don't want to wait till college football season to start college football. I kind of want to get that series back up because we're in a new conference. We're in the Sun Belt, which is a competitive conference, and I kind of want to see how things go. Man, you guys aren't playing transition defense, man. There you go. You're not the team we were last year. Like, we were way better defensively than this, man. Where is my remote? Okay, guys, I'm messing up. I don't have my remote. There we go. My ball.
Vancouver with the ball.
See how these backups do.
Left side, Kid Gilchrist. Cramp the pass to Garland.
Oh, this is definitely Michael Kidd Gilchrist last game.
Pass to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. From 11 feet away.
Grant. No. Adams again.
Pushes to Biombo. Grant kicks to Kid Gilchrist.
Good rebounding. At least we're getting rebounds.
Vancouver needs to get off a shot here. From deep three-point range, Biombo, no luck.
You're not Bamba, so you're not going to make that.
Bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game.
Wow.
They'll try to put that one behind them.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, Greg, and maybe the crowd had an effect on them. I mean, who knows? I mean, they looked uncomfortable at the line.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Here's what Vancouver's going with right now. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Adams. And it's Evans in for Garland. It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
But the defensive intensity.
Yeah, a lot of these guys aren't going to be back. I mean, I go through players, man. I go through them. Garland's going to want a $30 million deal. He's going to want that $30 million, and he's going to get it. I mean, who else am I excited about on this team? Yeah, I got Marcus Smart. I got Schroeder. It means nothing if we don't got Garland. I think that makes our team. If I can get everybody to stay healthy, at least a little bit. Ooh, good shot by Evans. If we could just get everybody to stay healthy, and I get a pretty decent bench and a big man. Like if I bring back Biyombo, which I think I will bring back Biyombo, put him at the power forward. You know, Adams likely will probably be back because no one's going to pay that contract to him. He's got to find another player like Willie Cauley-Stein. If I can get that guy, I think we're going to be good. We got two good rookies. We got Lawson and Meyer. I got two good rookies. Add a little bit more of a bench, and I think we'll be fine. We'll be back in the playoffs. I know it.
The first one falls.
Oh, there's Jesse Dean right there. Everybody will see him in the game. Wonder if they ever even use him. Fournier's a part of their
Fournier
team.
nails both of them.
Fournier. Why the hell are they not in the playoffs?
The possession here. They trail by 3.
This team is freaking loaded.
Morris against Evans.
They got Morris, Fournier.
Master Grant. 5 on the clock.
Grant.
Rebound
No.
by House.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just
always
trying to make the right play.
I don't know we're winning this
Tough
game.
offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
That matters.
Right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now, here's Grant. He's still scoreless.
Trying to get a video out of this.
Biyombo, no luck.
Nope.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lane.
Yeah, I don't look for Biyombo to do that. I look for Biyombo to give me some rebounds.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Grant.
I don't think this system, this offensive set works for these backup players, man. Get in there, Grant.
Here's the floater.
And he still couldn't get it.
The Magic go the other way with it. Evans with the steal.
Good job. My boy.
Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Fade away.
No.
Morris with the rebound. Here's Orlando now. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Fournier passes to Dinwiddie.
This team's loaded. Even their bench is pretty damn good.
Shot clock at 6.
This guy coming off the bench.
Score of the basket.
Wow.
Shot after missing his first attempt.
He'll do some damage.
This episode ain't gonna last too long. I just wanted to let you guys know what was up. Wild basketball is going to be on hiatus for a while, probably for a lot of months. Of course, you know, playoff basketball is actually here now, NBA, and I'm trying to get the Supercharger back started. I'm trying to do stuff with the show. So chances are this series is going to be done for a while. Still going to keep it going because it's my expansion team. I created the Wild. I want us to see what we can get if we get back Garland. I want to see what I can get in free agency. I want to try to build this team back up to make a good another playoff run. So it's going to be back. It's going to be back. And we're going to sim. Might as well not keep us here as longer than we have to. we will see them. And we will probably lose. This team is a lot deeper than I thought it was. I'm like, Orlando, they don't look that great. Of course, I didn't look at the lineup. I'm like, I forgot. I guess I wasn't worried about it because I knew that the season's gone. I mean, we're not going to playoffs. That's gone. There's no playoffs. We're not going to playoffs. So it's kind of like, well, who cares? But it's painful to watch. And we keep inching back, but we're just not inching back enough. And it looks like we're going to lose our last game of the season. It's a damn good run. It was an okay season. I enjoyed it for the most part till about the end of it. Because I really thought we were going to be a playoff team. Unfortunately, we just didn't do enough. We didn't win enough games.
Vancouver.
Too many injuries.
Who they've got? Evans out there with Garland. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Lawson at the power forward. And the Bastemeyer. Kicks to Garland.
I don't know why he didn't shoot it.
Green shot on the way. Shot clock reset for Vancouver.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
This is Garland's last game. This is Garland's last game. It's Garland's last game with the Wild. I think I'm pretty much canceling the series because I want Darius Garland back really badly. We don't keep Darius Garland. Series is over.
Oh, good on that one. Landry Shamit's checked in for the Magic. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
All right.
Good on the second free throw. Now,
last few minutes of the season. Don't know how I'm watching it, but I don't know. I really love this series.
And it's Orlando with the
I
rebound.
don't think
It's
not over.
Here tonight.
It's not over. We got more to do. I still like it. Still want to bring it back.
Bamba passes to Edwards. Pass to Shamet. Just 4 to shoot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Talk about a team that's loaded. Mohamed Bamba, Shamet,
First free throw is good.
Malcolm Brogdon, Fournier. Who else?
And so he makes both from the line.
Oh, not many players with the more
We got Morris
at the free throw line in this photo.
They're loaded.
There's Garland. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Good. Oh yeah, and they got more. Yeah.
Free throw good, Garland.
Yeah. All right.
And so he hits both.
Oh yeah, and then they got Kevin Love. Oh my God, this team's loaded. How do y'all think? Well, but you know, I don't know how many people watch this stuff, man. Watch this series, and I've had one guy come to me and it's like, man, like I did a video with the Vancouver Wild. He's like, man, that was a good video, and I was like, cool. I got some response, man. Someone actually reached out and said and gave me like, man, that was a good video. With I forget what it was. I think it was Dennis Schroeder comes to Vancouver or something. And he's like, man, I really enjoyed that vid, man. I'm like, cool, you know. I need to go watch his vids. I think I did subscribe to him. I need to watch some of his vids. I know it's tough because it's like, man, I'm not as entertaining as Hurricane, but I always like this type of stuff. I love like franchise. I like trying to build a team up. Ooh, Dennis Schroeder is a beast, man. That's why I say we got a pretty good team. I think defensively, I think we need to get better though. It seemed like I need to find what we did in that second season, man. We were really good defensively. We didn't have the outside shooting like we do now, but we definitely had better defense back then. All right. I wonder if Vancouver's gonna have to make a run. Should be crazy. Woo! Did you see that, Doug?
That one I love.
No, a nice look there from Smart, finding an open man.
Shut up, Kevin Love.
And Bell, no good on that one.
And remember now, Bell was a second round pick. And he thought he
Yeah, make those.
Jordan.
Jordan.
Pass to Love. 56
Mark
seconds
versus
left in the
Love.
fourth quarter. Back to Shamet. 5 to shoot. Inside.
Oh,
And the jump by
it's
Bamba.
just too big.
It's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync,
Maybe I need to get Mohamed Bamba on my team.
Now a timeout called by
I need some of you guys as players. I need Mohamed Bamba. Like, I need Mohamed Bamba. I need, that's who I need. Give me Kevin Love. I don't think Kevin Love matches what I really want to do, but, man, he's just good at making shots, man. Really good forward. Bell. Meyer. Nope. Season's about to end, guys. 4th season.
Evans against
I
Rocket.
enjoyed it for the most part.
To the
I just
inside.
wish we made the playoffs.
Bell with the block.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Oh, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it just wasn't enough.
Stevens.
Buries the
Wow.
jumper.
Hey, you seeing
And
some
now they
fight.
decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, because he's going to make these.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game.
Wait, is
Now,
when they
timeout
take
called by
timeouts.
Vancouver.
Why are you taking timeouts?
They're behind by 8. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
From deep, Hernan Gomez.
Nope.
It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Don't foul. It's over. Season's over.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season.
Yep. End of our season. First expansion season, we had 32 wins. This season, we had 38. So we go from winning 40 games a year, 48 games, 44 games to 38 games. We weren't that far off, but I just think injuries just caught up with us. Yeah, look at this team. Mohamed Bamba, Malcolm Brogdon, Andrew Shamet, Evan Fournier, Jesse Dean with 10 points. Didn't get to see him play. So he's good off the bench. Spencer Dinwiddie, Morris. Team's loaded. Kevin Love off the bench. Tony Snell. loaded team. Don't see how they're not in the playoffs. Garland, of course, leads everybody with 34 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Had one of his best seasons of the series, even though we didn't make the playoffs. Can't put it on Darius Garland. He brought it. 15 of 15. Made every shot. Steven Adams. Do you trade him? I don't think you trade him. I don't know. $20 million is a lot to pay every year for him, though. 12 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists for Jacob Evans. Likely his last game with the team. Schroeder, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Smart, 8, 2, 4, and 2. Always doing the hard work down, doing the dirty work. Biyombo, he's a lot better at power forward than center. As power forward, he gives me like 9 rebounds a game. Lawson, kind of off, not really great. Meyer, not really great. DJ Stevens made that big 3-pointer. That's about it. That's the only thing I saw. Jordan Bell got hot, made that big, tremendous dunk. There's Grant with 3 points. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, 2, 5, and 2. His last game with the team. He's not coming back. And Hernan Gomez with no points. Not making the case for coming back. He's definitely not. Hernan Gomez did not make the case to be on this team this year. Injured too much, and when he was here, he didn't really do much. We got outscored in the first quarter, the second quarter by a little bit. Third quarter, we were outscored, and then we came back in the fourth quarter, but then it was too late. Total game. We're off on 3-point shooting. How many times free throws? Look at that. Well, that's about even. They went to a free throw line a lot. We did too. They just made theirs. Points in paint. Yeah, that was good. At least we got that. Their bench outscored my bench. That just keeps happening lately. Usually I had a really good bench, especially in the second season. This season it's been like pulling teeth. Assists, about even. We were out rebounded. That was about even. They had a bigger lead than we did. We had a 5-point lead at one point. I think that was early in the first quarter, but that's about it. And that's our season. 38 games. Only won 38 games this year. Won 44 last year. So, not that bad, but should have been better. All the trades, all the signings I did, and no playoff. Giannis Antetokounmpo is your most valuable player. 32 points, 13 rebounds a game. Wow. Assists, 5. Man, that's a superstar. That's what a superstar does. This team's not in the playoffs, though. NBA, All-NBA First Team, Jay Morant, James Harden, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Ayton, All-American First Team. The second team, Ben Simmons, Russell Westbrook, Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Karl Anthony Towns. Third team, Darius Garland does make it on the third team. De'Aaron Fox, Kristaps Porzingis, Gus Walton, Anthony Davis. All defensive team, Lonzo Ball, Dejounte Murray, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jaren Jackson Jr., Mohamed Bamba, who we just saw. Second team, Victor Oladipo. I used to pronounce his name, but I can't get his name now. Russell Westbrook. Marcus Smart made it. So he made all defensive second team, so he made it. Jonathan Isaac, Rudy Gobert. All rookie first team, William Hood, Dirk Meyer, Christian Evans, Javon McLeod, Seth Flowers. Second team, Donald Blunt, Michael Benjamin, Tyrone Meyer makes it. For us, Lawrence Sparks, Dusty West, and that's it. We're not in the playoffs. But that is your playoff teams: Dallas versus Denver, LA Clippers versus Suns, Houston Rockets versus Utah Jazz, Sacramento Kings versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Over there in the East, Pittsburgh Force versus the Knicks, Hornets versus the Nets, Boston versus Indiana. Sounds like a classic series right there. Atlanta versus Cleveland. Rookie of the Year, William Hood. But had no chance of picking. That's our season, guys. Season's over. We can look at upcoming free agents. Kyrie Irving's out there. But of course, I'm not going to look for him. So we're not going to get him. Porzingis is out there. But he would command a high salary, and we're going to pay a high salary to Darius Garland. Nikola Jokic, high salary, can't get him. Otis Berry, likely to come back to his team. Drummond, too high. Jay Morant, no. Jimmy Stevenson would be interesting, but I think they re-sign him. Because the Sacramento Kings are in the playoffs, and he's young, he's on his rookie deal. They'll most likely re-sign him. And if they don't re-sign him, he'll make $30 million a year. Marcus Cousins, yeah, he's good, but he's too old now. Duke Jackson, they'll re-sign him. Bamba will definitely get re-signed. Oh, he only makes $10 million. If he's out there, if they don't re-sign him, I'll get him, but I think he'll want more than $10 million. Acapella, discouraged. Could I bring him to? I always kind of want Clint Capella on my team. This might be my chance to bring him to Vancouver. If he commands only $20 million, I'll trade Adams for that because I can pay him the $20 million. I would love to get him. Love to get him. Julius Randle, $30 million. I can't swing that though. DeAndre Hunter, power forward, small forward. His contract's not that much. Maybe we add to our forwards with getting a guy like that. Don't know. Good. Bullard. They got a lot of good players. Jarrett Allen, if he's out there, I mean, he commands like $20 million. I just can't afford 30, but I could swing 20, especially if I trade Steven Adams' contract out. Dana McLeod, no. Patrick Garrett, Kemba Walker. How much they're going to pay him? $40 million. Buddy Hield's out there. You want to add to the guards? Yeah, he's out there. Kevin Love's going to be out there. You can bring Kevin Love in, but I'm not going to pay him $30 million. No, sir. No, sir, to $30 million. Garland is going to be out there. We're going to bring him back. Absolutely. Tobias Harris, not $30 million. Jamal Murray, I would be tempted. $20 million, if I can get him in there for about $20 million, I'd be tempted to do the deal. Jarrett Culver, he'll likely be re-signed. I think he plays for the Pittsburgh Force. He'll be back. Miles Turner, $18 million. Bring him in. Be interesting. Curtis Westbrook, I think they keep him, but if they don't, maybe a next power forward. Jackson Hayes, man, they're here. They're talking about him in the NBA right now. I think he's with the Pelicans. He's doing real good. I think Boston will keep him though. Willie Hernan Gomez. Do we bring the Hernan Gomez brothers together? He's 28. He's only getting paid $13 million. I mean, we can bring him in there. I could use him. Gallinari, too old. Devin Phillips, Donovan Carr, Jonathan Isaac. I was trying to get Jonathan Isaac. I just think he costs too much. I can't swing that. Albert Neal, don't need him. I got Darius Garland. Jamal Sessions, don't need him. I got Darius Garland. TJ Warren will be out there. We can bring him back. he's irked. Why you irked, man? He really did good for me in the playoffs, though. I like TJ Warren. I don't know if we bring him back, though. How about Brian Ingram? 26 years old, 15 badges. Move him to shooting guard. He'd be good. Tristan Thompson. He's old. I think that salary's too high for him, though. Tristan, gotta bring in Tristan. Cedi Osman, gotta bring him. How about Chris Middleton? Chris Middleton? Oh, hell yeah. I would like to have him. I think he's a good player, Chris Middleton. I'd like to bring Chris Middleton in. I mean, I don't think we'll have the money to do all these things I'm thinking about, unless I trade Steven Adams' deal out. Dorian Prince, I'm not bringing him back. But yeah, the first parts of this free agency class has got me intrigued. We could make some moves. We could make some moves. I can't trade anybody right now. I don't think. I think I can't trade right now, so I can't even look and see. But I think when the offseason starts, I think I can trade. And of course, draft. I don't know where to see my my draft board. I mean, I got a draft board, but it doesn't say what my draft picks are. So here we are. We got Billy Wall. We got Wesley Kelser, a power forward. We scouted a small forward at 68%. We've been scouting. Power forward at 92% scouted. My thing is rebounds, playmaking. You gotta be pretty good at rebounding. You gotta have potential, really good potential too. We'll see. Guys, that is the end of the Wild for a long time. The Wild will be sidelined for a while. A lot of series are going to be gone for a while or be gone completely. This series is ending for a while. Reggie Wilson's series is going to end. Got another one I'm about to end. I think Super Mega Baseball 3. I think that's going to be on hiatus for a while because I'm trying to get into the show. A lot of things are about to go bye-bye for a while. But the Wild will be back. I promise you. The Wild aren't going nowhere. It'll be back. Well, guys, unfortunately, no playoffs, but it's been a fun ride this season. I do think we got a good nucleus with the big three, the big three at Vancouver. Got Marcus Smart, Dennis Schroeder, and Darius Garland, and I want to keep it that way. Just got to get pieces around them, and hopefully we don't go through the injuries that we went through this year, and we can make a run back to the playoffs and get the Vancouver Wild into the finals, because that's my goal, is to get the Vancouver Wild to the finals. And we'll keep at it till it happens. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. Sodo out. Peace.